of February. So we welcome everybody who is viewing us, following us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any other social media platform. We thank you for joining us and hope that you will be highly interested by this segment, which is a very interesting segment, a segment where we go through the life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and see the various activities and contributions that he has performed since he started his public life. So without further ado, we'll be jumping into the first year of today's segment, the year 2004. We'll be watching a short clip, a short excerpt of the presidential address given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the 6th of February 2004. Decide to stop suppressing your emotions. Part 1, an initiation into powerful cognitions. So this is the part 1 of a series. So we'll watch a short glimpse of it. We invite you to go on Nithyandapedia. You can type this day and you'll have the link of this video. And from that video, you'll be able to access part 2, part 3, and all the other parts of this amazing satsang by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Initiation into Powerful Cognitions. So without further ado, let us listen to a short excerpt of this presidential address.
Paramashivoham kevalam jnanamurtim dvandvaditam gaganasadrisam tattvamasyaadilaksham ekam nityam vimalamachalam sarvadi sakshibhutam bhavaditam trigunarahitam sadgurum tam namami. Meditation, unloading of the suppressions. First we should understand what is suppression. Then we can understand how to unload, how meditation can unload it. Suppression is the greatest suffering which has happened to the humanity. Humanity has suffered many diseases from the time immemorial, from the small fever, headache to the so many kinds of diseases, so many kinds of problems, so many kinds of challenges has been faced by humanity. But a worst problem, a worst thing humanity can have is suppression. Basically, man, whether we accept or not, we are nothing but educated chimpanzees. We are nothing more than educated chimpanzees. Physically, almost we are animals. Only mentally, we are somewhere different from the animals. In one of his books, a Western philosopher, he writes, we are nothing more than dressed buffaloes. That's true. We are nothing more than educated chimpanzees. Physically, how animals live, we do live the same way. The same way they eat, reproduce, die. Our life also physically same. Only mentally we have evolved. No, I can't even say we have evolved. We had some change, whether it's an evolution or we have gone down We do not know, because no buffalo takes depression medicines, no chimpanzee gets the schizophrenic problems, no animal has got any need for undergoing psychotherapy. Human beings are the only people who need psychoanalysis, psychotherapy, so many healing system to heal the mind, to heal their being. Understand how the system of animals work. They don't have the layer called suppression, because whether it is their sex or their anger or violence, they just express it. If a monkey gets angry, what it will do? Jump on the other monkey. If he feels violent, immediately he has got all the ways and methods to express his violence. He will jump here, there. He will express till he feels that he has calmed down. He is not going to sit. He is not going to behave polite. His being continuously expresses itself through the body. When he feels sexual, immediately he goes and expresses. He has no religion. He has no moral codes to conduct himself, how to do or when to avoid, what is the way to behave. No. But human beings are the only animals on this planet Earth who has gone away from the nature, who don't have the strong, alive connection with their origin, with their roots, with their nature.
Yes. So we've heard a short glimpse of the satsang given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism about the biggest problem that humanity is suffering from, which is suppression. So we invite you to listen to the entire satsang from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, all the various parts of this initiation into powerful cognitions, going to Nithyananda on the 6th of February 2004, and listening to the satsang, Decide to Stop Suppressing Your Emotions. We are now entering into the second year, the 6th of February 2007. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism inaugurating the de facto spiritual embassy of Mamakal Adinam of the Kailasa nation. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is on a mission to revive authentic Hinduism through the establishment of the Sri Kailasa nation, the Kailasa nation. In the process of manifesting this happening and reviving authentic Hinduism, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established many adinams, many monasteries, many de facto embassies across the world and across India. Here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism inaugurating one such de facto spiritual embassy named Mamakal Adinam. So like that, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is on a mission to revive the enlightenment ecosystem, civilizational nation. The ecosystem, Hindu ecosystem, authentic Hindu ecosystem, which allows those who reside in the ecosystem to experience oneness with Paramashiva and fulfill the purpose of birth, which is liberation, moksha, oneness with Paramashiva. So here we can see a few pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blessing the devotees, followers, disciples who gathered for the manifestation of this de facto spiritual embassy, the Mamakal Adinam in India. Here we have a few more pictures. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism cutting the ribbon, inaugurating the Adinam officially with the scissor. So a very exciting moment when these big celebrations and inaugurations happen, the cutting of the ribbon picture, which is worth remembering. We can also see the excitement in the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at this occasion. We have a few more pictures also here. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism the same year visits Pave College in Namakkal. So again, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reaching out, enriching in whatever way possible to Hindus and non-Hindus about authentic Hinduism in order to revive the tradition, to protect, and to bring everybody together to restore the activism of Hinduism, as Hinduism has been suffering from a lot of persecution in the last thousands of years, and very little enriching and reaching out to others has happened. And therefore, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is spending all his efforts and time in order to reach out to people to reestablish the authenticity of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. We can see here a few pictures, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism visiting the school, the college in Namakkal. You can see also the picture on the left where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is seated with a backdrop with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being a major icon and influence in this dimension, the spiritual dimension of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. We have a few more pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism performing rituals in the school, in the college. We are now entering into the next year, the year 2009. On the 6th of February, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism participated at the first Hindu spiritual service fair. So, like mentioned, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been reaching out in every possible way to other Hindu leaders, to Hindus and non-Hindus, giving them the experience of oneness with Paramashiva and the inspiration that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism carries as he is reviving Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism seated at the table with other leaders in order to participate in the first Hindu spiritual service fair, which was conducted in India in the year 2009. Few more pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving the Living Enlightenment book, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, contribution in terms of books from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Living Enlightenment book is literally a living deity. You can literally invoke the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, open any page, read few lines, and you will have a click happening inside of you. You will be empowered by whatever is shared. This book is not to be read from A to Z. It is a spontaneous book which answers your inner space at any point in time when you open it and relate to what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revealing in this amazing book, Living Enlightenment. So we invite you to go on Nithyandapedia, type Living Enlightenment, and download the PDF version of this amazing book written by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
On 6th February 2010, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted a mystical and intense process to remove the pain. The name of the program, which Swamiji conducted, was the Nithyananda program. So in this video, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, defines the subtle etheric layer as the layer where all physical, mental and emotional pain is stored. It is also the layer where the Kundalini Shakti resides, and only if this layer is clean can the Kundalini Shakti be awakened. And Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says, the technique for cleaning the subtle layer is to bring the physical, mental and emotional pain to the awareness to relieve it so it can be burnt once for all. So let us watch a few minutes, a glimpse of the session with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted on the intense mystical process to remove the pain.
layer. Subtle layer is the layer. All your emotions are subtle layer. So the emotion which you are not able to handle or measure by ordinary thoughts, which are just happening in you. That emotion is only called a subtle layer. We call it etheric layer. In Sanskrit, Sukshma Sarira. In this layer only, all the three pains which you experience in your life, physical pain, mental pain, emotional pain, all these three layer pains are recorded. Like a physical pain, all of you know, all the pains which you go through from the young age, whether knee pain, back pain, or all the pains. Mental pain is wherever your ego is hurt, wherever you say, oh, you know who am I, and they did not respect me, they did not treat me, wherever your ego is hurt, that pain is mental pain. Emotional pain means if you have trusted somebody with your heart and that guy has cheated you, that person has taken you for granted, taken advantage of you, that is emotional pain. So all these three layer pains gets recorded in the subtle body. I'll give you some of the important insights. Please understand, the first layer engrams the fear, all these engrams. Only if you revisit that emotion again and again, it will become deeper and deeper in you. Only by revisiting, like a fear and all. The second layer, desire, again, if you fulfill them, only then they will get strengthened. If you work for it, fulfill, it will get strengthened. If you don't bother, if you have just dumped it, it will be there lying, it won't have any strength. Only by fulfilling, you will have more, you will give power to it. You will expand them by fulfilling. Third layer, guilt. Guilt, when they will come up by themselves, but if you entertain them, if you have conversation with it, then it will get strengthened. But the fourth layer, pains, they will come up. You don't need to cooperate, you don't need to have conversation, you don't need to fulfill, you don't even need to listen. They will go on multiplying themselves. They are almost like a Atman, self-effulgent. They can torture you without your will or cooperation. See, guilt, even if it comes up, only if you have conversation, it will get strengthened. You can always neglect. But with pains, no need for any, you can't do anything. Just by their existence, they multiply. One more thing. It's a very, very beautiful truth. You see, when the pain first happens in your body, it's almost like a kind of a subtle fever spreading all over your body. Atayoga Deepika, there's a beautiful book on the science of maintaining the body. It's a literature in the field of yoga, Atayoga Deepika. It very clearly speaks about these pains. Not only physical pain, all three pain, physical, mental, emotional, all three pain. When this pain happens in your system, it spreads like a fever, subtle fever. The problem is, whenever this fever spreads, your cells fall in tune with that fever. They start enjoying that fever. The big problem is, first time when you feel the pain, 3 cells will start enjoying that fever.
Yes, we just heard the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on this beautiful truth of pain and how to go beyond it. So, inviting each and everyone to go and listen to this discourse entirely. Here again, in the year 2010, we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism receiving VIPs and giving the Living Enlightenment in Telugu to all these VIPs. So, the Living Enlightenment was a super hit and reached out to many VIPs across India and across the world. So here we can see some VIPs receiving the Living Enlightenment in Telugu. Here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Nithyananda Purana program in Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, India. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reaching to thousands and thousands with programs, giving them an experience of the truths revealed by Paramashiva in the Vedas and Agamas. So here we can see huge crowds of people attending the various programs conducted by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So 2011, let us have a quick glimpse into this discourse by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, into the satsang initiation, into deeper insights into the N-Kriya, which was a release given by the Supreme Pontiff of the Hinduism in the year 2011. Let us have a quick listen.
Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharyamadhyamam Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, visitors who are sitting with our satsang centers, temples, ashrams around the world. As on now, this moment, in 700 places. This N-Kriya is one of the ancient secret, I can say the sacred secret, delivered to the world in the Hatha Yoga Sampradaya by the great masters Maschendranatha and Gorakhnatha, preserved, protected, practiced and preached by the Hatha Yoga Sampradaya yogis. In this N-Kriya, I have collected the essence of all the great sacred secrets embedded in Hatha Yoga tradition and Mahavatar Babaji's tradition. Please understand, this N-Kriya is not just a religious faith. I have done scientific study on this Kriya. 21 days inner awakening, which happened in December. We have done a thorough scientific study. All of you may be aware. The scientific study proves the Kundalini awakening process, means that initiation, has increased the mitochondria cell energy level to 1300% in all participants. Please understand. All available known method to the world, drugs, therapies, allopathy medicines, exercises, even yoga, all this can increase only maximum of 20 to 30% of the mitochondria biocell energy. They can increase only 20 to 30% of mitochondria cell energy. But here, the participants who attended Inner Awakening, exorbitant, unimaginable, earth-shattering level of 1300% increase in mitochondria level. Please understand, after these extraordinary results, I was contemplating how can we help human beings to experience this extraordinary energy explosion in the mitochondria level, means awakening the Kundalini. I was feeling to create a strong, powerful technique.
On 6th February 2013, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, conducting a presidential address and giving Sarvadarshan to millions of delegates from around the world at Mahakumbh Mela, and Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also receiving the Pada Puja. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, live from Mahakumbh Puri, shared that the camp city created for the pilgrims to Kumbh Mela, and Kumbh Mela is the greatest spiritual gathering on planet Earth. Taking place every 3 years, Hindu masters, gurus, and sadhus travel to convergence of 3 sacred rivers, the Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. The gathering continues for several weeks. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reports that millions of people gather peaceably, not worrying about weather or material comfort. Free food and accommodation is given out in multiple locations by spiritual organizations. No one has to pay for food or shelter, and not one crime ever takes place. The crowd is so huge that it can be seen from outer space. Let us now watch a few minute clip. And here are some of the glimpses and pictures of devotees from across the world attending the Pada Puja and live satsang conducted by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Here is the Pada Puja realms where the Aarti is offered by the sannyasis of the Nithyananda order. And here on the same day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism attending a presidential meeting with the delegates from around the world at the Mahakumbh Mela with all the other sadhus from various akhadas and various mahants from across India and all over the world. Here below are the pictures of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism participating in the meeting. Here are the pictures of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism attending evening Aarti and paying his respects to the Naga Babus, the Naga sannyasis at Kumbh Mela. Here, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also meets Swami Shantalinga Adigala and the other sadhus who had come for the Kumbh Mela. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also meets Sri Narayan Giriji Maharaj and the other sadhus who had come for the Kumbh Mela. Below are the pictures of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism meeting various sadhus. Here, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also gives the Kalpavas initiation to all the participants from across the world who had come to witness the huge Kumbh Mela gathering, the energy of the Kumbh Mela. So all the participants are given the Kalpavas initiation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And here, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, you can see the various activities happening on the same day in Kumbh Mela. That is the energy which is kept during the entire 2 months period of the Kumbh Mela. And here you can see Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving initiations, meeting various people, accepting Pada Pujas across the world, giving satsang, and Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism ends the day by finally offering the Purnadi for the Shatru Samar Prishati Homa. Here are the pictures where Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism personally offering the Purnahuti, the final offering to Agni.
We are entering now into the year 2014. In his presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism describes how our perceptions and the actual facts differ based on our basic cognitions of life. Unfortunately, our minds justify our incompletions, forcing actions to be made from the perception, not fact. The mind supports incompletion. Supporting any incompletion is bondage, and this is how we believe things are impossible. Let us pull ourselves out of this prison and practice completion, open ourselves to the possibilities. So inviting each and everyone to listen to this amazing discourse by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to be free from the SDHDs in our life.
On 6th February 2015, on the presidential address on Ishavasya Upanishad, verse 2. In this profound delivery of the Ishavasya Upanishad, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism begins the second verse and declares that Upanishads is the principal book for Hinduism, and our Sangha and the whole of humanity, and the ultimate lifestyle book that was delivered by Mahadeva Paramashivoham to Devi Parashakti is the Kamika Agama, and he sums up the Vedic tradition in just one word, and that is life. On the same day, here are some of the pictures of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving the Ishavasya Upanishads on the verse 2. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, once the satsang is over, he makes sure that every devotee who came to have the glimpse of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who had come for satsang, make sure that all of them get the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism darshan, and he blesses them with various boons and various gifts with which they are aspiring, with which they are asking throughout their entire life.
Entering now into the year 2016, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducts the Inner Awakening Convention, giving darshan to the delegates. Inner Awakening being a 21-day program where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gives Kundalini awakening in people and a glimpse of the Paramashivoham space. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving darshan to all the participants of this convention. Here we have pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving darshan to the delegates individually after the darshan. On the year 2017, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducts the Mahakumbhabhishekam, the consecration of the Arunachala temple, which was held after 15 years. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, participated in the Mahakumbhabhishekam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, visited the temple to take part in the auspicious ceremony and also offered Annadan to the temple where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was raised and had the experience of oneness with Arunagiri Yogi Ishvara, which we see here at the picture on the left, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism offering his respects and bowing down to the shrine where he was able to experience the physical manifestation of Arunagiri Yogeshwara when he was just a child. Here we have more pictures of this happening.
On 6th February 2018, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principle how to experience oneness through ferociousness during the everyday life public address, the Nithyananda Satsang. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed that oneness is the experience of existence in you. It is not the imagination or visualization. He shared that any idea which becomes part of your space, which doesn't tire or bore you by the passage of time, is oneness. His Divine Holiness divulged the many powerful truths of Kala, Yama, and ferociousness, sharing a verse from Mahadeva from the Agamas. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also revealed powerful cognitions and the ultimate truths in a Tamil satsang and initiated the delegates into 5 tattvas, which are the Brahmacharya, Aparigraha, Asteya, Ahimsa, and Satya.
Entering now into the year 2020, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave the